You are merging onto the highway when your speedometer starts jumping around like crazy or just drops completely to zero, and suddenly your transmission refuses to shift or slams into gear so hard it feels like you just got rear-ended. This terrifying situation often leads to the code P0717, which means your engine computer has lost the signal from the input or turbine speed sensor designated as A. This sensor is an absolutely vital piece of technology that acts like the eyes of your transmission. It is usually a 3-wire electromagnetic sensor mounted near the back of the bell housing, and it watches a notched metal wheel on the input shaft spinning at thousands of revolutions per minute. As those notches pass by the sensor, they create an electronic waveform that the PCM translates into a precise speed reading. The computer then compares this data to your engine speed and output speed to figure out exactly when to shift gears for the best performance and fuel economy. When that signal disappears, the computer is essentially flying blind, which is why it often throws the car into a harsh limp-in mode to protect the internal gears from burning up. Before you assume you need a multi-thousand-dollar transmission rebuild, you need to act like a detective. Transmission sensors live in one of the harshest environments on the vehicle, constantly being blasted by road debris, water, and extreme temperature swings. Your first step should be a thorough visual inspection of the wiring harness and the connector. Look for any wires that have melted against the exhaust or chafed through their insulation against a sharp metal bracket. One very common but overlooked issue is metallic debris. Because these sensors are magnetic, they tend to attract tiny metal shavings that naturally occur from wear and tear inside the gearbox. Over time, this fuzzy metallic sludge builds up on the tip of the sensor until it can no longer see the notched wheel, completely killing the signal. If you remove the sensor and find it covered in gray gunk, give it a good wipe and reinstall it before buying a new one. Just be careful when pulling it out because hot transmission fluid might want to escape and give you a nasty surprise. Use your digital volt-ohm meter to check the resistance of the sensor and make sure it matches the factory specs. If the sensor and wiring are perfect, you might be looking at a worn-out reluctor wheel or even a glitchy powertrain control module, but catching a dirty sensor or a broken ground wire early is the mark of a pro and will keep your ride shifting smooth as silk without breaking the bank.